Okay, I want you to imagine two people. Same age, same city, same job, same salary. Ravi and Priya. Both 25 years old. Both earning 50,000 a month. Now Ravi does something simple. He starts putting away 5,000 every month in a mutual fund. Nothing fancy, just 5,000. And he does this from age of 25 all the way to 60. Ria, she tells herself that I'll start when I'm settled. Maybe when I get a raise. Maybe next year. Next year becomes 5 years. 5 years become 10. She finally starts at 35. Same 5,000 a month. Same fund, same returns. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. By the time they both are 60, Ravi has around 2.6 crores and Priya, well, she has around 85 lakhs. Same person, same money, same effort. A difference of almost 1.75 crores just because of 10 years. And today, I want to show you exactly why this happens. And more importantly, what you can do about it right now. So let's talk about why we wait. Because it's never random. Most people delay investing for one of the three reasons. First, I don't earn enough yet. You think investing is only for people with extra money lying around? But here's the thing, 500 a month is enough to start. The amount doesn't matter as much as the habit. Second, I start after I pay off my expenses. The EMIs, the rent, the lifestyle. And look, I get it, life is expensive. But if you wait until every expense disappears, you will be waiting forever. And third, and this is the one nobody talks about. I don't understand it well enough yet. You want to do more research? Learn more, be ready. But let me ask you, how many years of research is enough? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Waiting feels safe, but waiting has a price. And that price is called compounding, or rather, the lack of it. Now, let's actually understand what compounding is. Because I think most people hear this word, nod along, and move on without really feeling it. Compounding is simply this, your money earns returns, and then those returns also start earning returns. Let me give you the simplest possible example. You invest 1 lakh, it grows 12% in a year. So now you have 1 lakh 12,000. Next year, that 1 lakh 12,000 grows for 12%. Not just the original 1 lakh, all of it. So you get 13,414 year 2 compared to 12,000 in year 1. Year 3, you earn even more. Year 4, more still. It sounds small at first, but give it time and it becomes absolutely wild. Here's something that will make you stop scrolling. If you invest 10,000 today at 12% annual returns, in 30 years, that single 10,000 becomes 2,99,599 rupees, nearly 3 lakhs from one investment without adding a single rupee more. That's not magic, that's math. But it only works with one ingredient, time. And that is why Albert Einstein supposedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Honestly, whether he said it or not, but he should have said. Let's come back to Ravi and Priya because I want to really sit with these numbers. Ravi starts at 25, invests 5,000 per month, assumes 12% annual returns, and stops at 60. That's 35 years of investing. Total money he puts in 21 lakhs. What he ends up with? Around 2.6 crores. Now Priya, same 5,000 per month, same 12% returns, but she starts at 35. Now that's 25 years of investing. Total money she puts in 15 lakhs. Actually, she invested less. What she ends up with? Around 85 lakhs. Think about that for a second. Ravi invested 6 lakhs more than Priya, but ended up with 1.75 crores more. Those extra 10 years at the beginning, the years where the numbers look tiny, those are the years doing most of the heavy lifting. The first decade of compounding is boring. The last decade is breathtaking. That's the cruel irony. The time when starting feels least important is when it matters the most. Now I want to zoom into something even smaller because most people don't think about it a decade. They think about it like, should I start this year or next year? So let's answer that. If you're 25 and you start investing 5,000 a month, by 60, you have approximately 2.6 crores. If you wait just 1 year, start at 26, you have approximately 2.3 crores. 1 year of waiting costs you 30 lakhs. 1 year. Let that sink in. Not 10 years, not 5 years, just one. And here's what's interesting. That 1 year you waited, you probably didn't save those 5,000 either. They went somewhere. Dining out, subscription, things you don't even remember buying. This connects directly to something we have talked about in the last video. What? The opportunity cost. Every time you choose not to invest, you are not just missing out on today's growth. You're missing out on every rupee that money would have earned for next 30 years. The cost isn't 5,000 every month. The cost is 30 lakhs. I want to be honest with you for a second. I've spoken to a lot of people about money. And the ones who didn't start early, they don't talk about it with indifference. They talk about it with regret. I wish someone had told me this at 22. I knew I should have started, I just kept postponing. I thought I had time. And here's the thing about regret, it is very specific, it is not vague. It has a number attached to it 50 lakhs, 1 crore, and that's what makes it sting. But here's what I want you to hold on to. The second best time to start is today. If you're 30, you haven't started. Yes, you have missed 5 years, but you still have 30 years ahead. And 30 years of compounding is still extraordinary. If you're 40, you still have 20 years. That's not nothing. That's life changing money if you start now. Don't let the regret of not starting earlier become the reason you don't start today. That would be the real mistake. Okay, so you're convinced. You want to start. What do you actually do? I'm not going to give you a complex investment plan today. That deserves a video of its own. But I want to leave you with 3 things you can do this week. 1. Start with a SIP, even 500. A systematic investment plan in a mutual fund is the simplest way to start compounding. You set it up once, and every month a fixed amount moves automatically. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to time the market either. You just let time do the work. Second, treat it like a bill. The reason most people don't invest consistently is because they invest what's left after spending. Flip it. Invest first. Spend what remains. Pay yourself before you pay anyone else. Third, increase it every year. Even a 10% increase in your SIP amount every year makes a massive difference over time. As your salary grows, let your investment grow with it. Most people let lifestyle inflation absorb every raise. Don't be most people. Let me bring it back to where it started. Ravi and Priya. Same salary, same city, same everything. The only thing that separated them was the decision made at 25. You're watching this video right now, which means you already know something most people don't. The question is whether you will act on it. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need to understand everything. You just need to start. Because 10 years from now, you'll either be grateful that you did it or you'll wish you had. If this video helped you see money differently, hit subscribe. I put on one finance video every week. No jargon, no complicated formulas, just clear, honest conversations about money. And drop a comment. At what age did you make your first investment? Or if you haven't started, what's stopping you? Comment if it hits different. Hit the like button, share it with someone who needs a money reset, subscribe for new video, and see you next time.